So this is another Air India 171 video. Again, this is based on an article on strikeengine.com. Link is in the video description. And the question I want to answer really in this article is it logical to blame the pilot instead of software? Do the stats say it is more likely a pilot mistake than a software problem? Let's take a look at the data. So the prelim report, quick recap, the prelim report of the Air India 171 crash, deliberately or not, has left the finger pointing at the pilots. In this article I want to explore if blaming the pilots is logical given the information and statistics available. So quick recap of what the preliminary report of Air India 171 has said. Conversation in the cabin with one pilot asking the other if they cut off. And the data recorder says fuel control switches were put to cut off 4 seconds after takeoff. So with this information, the world seems to be leaning towards blaming the pilots, but is this logical? Is this the most likely situation? So what exactly are we saying when we blame the pilots? I think it's fair to say we are saying the following. Statistically speaking, pilots on airlines are more likely to deliberately crash a plane than a plane has a technical issue that causes a plane to crash. But is this correct? So let's look at the numbers. How many do we have of each type of incidents? How many incidents are there of commercial flights being brought down by a suicidal pilot? And how many incidents are there of a plane encountering a software issue that brings down a plane? So going to ChatGPT, make of that what you will. Asking ChatGPT, we get the following for pilots deliberately crashing a plane. We get 2 definite incidents and we get a third which is strongly suspected. Links to those flights are in the article. If we then ask ChatGPT for planes with software issues that directly caused the crash, ChatGPT says this. We've got Lion Air Flight 601, Ethiopia Flight 302, and we've got a Qantas Flight 72 which didn't end in a crash but was a severe incident. And if we ask GPT how many software issues have led indirectly to a fatal or serious incidents, we get the following. We get another 4 incidents here. Again, all the details are linked to. So a quick bit of analysis on all this data that we get from ChatGPT. So in the last 20 years we have 2 confirmed crashes caused by suicide and 1 that is suspicious. And with regards to software malfunction, we have 2 confirmed crashes where software was the primary cause and 3 crashes caused by software behaving in an unexpected way, i.e. software was not the primary cause. And we've also got 2 near crashes caused by software acting in a way that is either wrong or unpredicted. So I put this in the table here, the type of issue, i.e. was it software human related, crash was the primary cause, secondary cause crash, and the total. So for the software we've got 2 crashes where software was the primary cause and 3 where it was a secondary cause. We've also got 1 near miss there. So we've got a total of 5 anyway that was a secondary or primary cause due to software, and then we've either got 2 or 3 incidents which were human, i.e. pilot committing suicide. So the conclusion, Air India 171, pilots versus software. Looking at this data, it would seem almost twice as likely that Air India 171 encountered a software issue versus a pilot suicide. And yes, people, experts, pilots are saying that systems have backups and the chances of anything going wrong are almost inconceivable on a commercial airline, and this is correct. But the data also tells us that the chances of a plane being crashed by a suicidal pilot is even less. So I ask again, is it more logical to state it must have been a pilot rather than saying it must have been a software glitch? If we are going to jump to a conclusion, which conclusion is the most logical to jump to? Guys, that's the video, that's the article. If you enjoyed it and you got time, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to get more updates on Air India 171, subscribe to the channel. That's it for now. Look after yourselves and I'll see you again next time.